Hi, beautiful humans. I'm Jacqueline. For over a decade, I've helped thousands of people completely transform their relationships, not by changing the people around them, but by radically changing how they show up. I'm the founder of Jacqueline Richards Education and the Wolfpack Community, a revolutionary relationship technology delivered through a high-level curriculum and global movement. We're transforming the way we love, lead, relate, and parent inside a no bullshit space where reactivity becomes relational mastery. I'm an award-winning relationship and parenting expert, a mother, a leader, and a straight-talking mirror for your relational bullshit. Because here's what I've seen again and again. You think your relationships aren't working because of them, right? Because your partner won't communicate, because your kids don't listen, because your boss is a narcissist. Let me break it to you gently, but powerfully. It's not them, it's you. And that's the best fucking news you'll hear all day. We live in a culture that teaches us to blame. Blame the partner, blame the kids, blame the system, blame the government, blame the screen time. But what if that's the biggest reason you feel stuck? What if every time you pointed the finger outward, you were handing your power away? This isn't about blame. It's about ownership. Because if it's you, then you can change it. Now, I've lived this, blaming everyone outside of myself. I've been the woman who gave sex to keep the peace. I've been the one who expected everyone else around me to change because they were wrong and I was right. I've been the parent screaming 1 minute and spiral shaming the next. I've burned it down and I've rebuilt it. And now I lead a global movement that teaches people how to stop reacting and start relating with clarity, intimacy, and raw, unapologetic truth. This isn't coaching. This is a relational revolution, and it starts with you. We are living in a time where connection is collapsing, isolation is rising, and emotional maturity, including the depth of radical self-responsibility and ownership that I'm talking about here, is rare as hell. But it's not missing in you. It's just buried under conditioning, trauma, and a nervous system that's been running on survival. What I teach is simple. It's not easy because the truth, most people don't need another communication script. They don't need surface level tricks and tips because they don't fucking work. Well, not long term. What people need is a complete relational rewiring. My method is built on one core shift. Stop blaming and start owning. And I mean really, not just telling yourself you are and anyone else that will listen, which is what I used to do, owning that it's you, right? You. Because that's where your power sits. Your reactions are yours. Your projections, yours again. Your nervous system freakouts and shutdowns and people pleasing and rage bombs, also yours. Reaction becomes resourced. You'll learn to stop spiraling and start responding from a nervous system that feels safe inside your own body. Internal emotional safety is the foundation of real connection. One client told me she felt like a volcano, right, with a lid on it, just waiting to erupt. And through the work we did together, she learned how to powerfully resource her nervous system. She stopped exploding at her partner and her kids and started deeply connecting. Being resourced doesn't mean being calm all the time. It means you can stay in the room with yourself when the shit gets hard, right? Without abandoning, without attacking or avoiding. Judgment becomes awareness. You drop the good-bad duality you didn't even know you were carrying, and you start relating to what's real, not what your trauma lenses are screaming at you. The moment you stop needing to be the good mum or the perfect parent or the conscious partner in every room, that's where you actually get to be real. And my God, your life is going to change. Awareness is the doorway to compassion, and compassion is the key to change. This is where fear becomes focus. You stop focusing on what you don't want and start creating what you do. You stop surviving and build emotional intimacy, clarity, and real fucking connection. Because where attention goes, energy flows, and most people are unconsciously feeding the very thing they don't want. Please don't leave me. Right? That kind of energy attracts abandonment. Please don't hurt me. That kind of energy attracts chaos. Focus on the things your partner and your kids aren't doing. You're going to see more of it. We attract the very things we don't want by putting our energy and our attention on them. But when you shift that focus, your system aligns with something very different and you can create something new. So inside my Fuck Yes Relationships curriculum, we don't fix your partner. We don't fix you. We don't train your kids. We don't rewire your boss. We rewire you. And depending on which level of support you choose, you'll get potent alchemical coaching, live trainings, nervous system resourcing, up-leveled boundary practices, emotional intelligence upskilling, and the relationship real talk you've been craving. You'll do it inside a bold-ass community that doesn't flinch when you say the hard stuff. And we'll walk beside you as you create something totally different in your relationships, your parenting, your life, because different is possible if you are willing to become someone different. This is deep cellular work, high-level consciousness, embodied resourcing, fierce alignment. This is your nervous system, your mental, physical, emotional body, and your soul lined the fuck up. It's a recalibration grounded in truth, driven by tools, fueled by transformation, and it works. Why? Because you'll finally stop outsourcing your own power. This work has changed lives. Because the people committing to it are empowered to bring a very different version of themselves into every relationship they touch. I've had the absolute delight to watch women reclaim their body, their voice, right? Their no, their yes, their boundaries. I've seen men unlearn shutdown and become more emotionally available than they ever have been. Right? For the first time in their lives, I've seen parents stop repeating generational patterns of reaction and reconnect with their kids with presence and compassion. I've seen singles stop dating from fear and start attracting real aligned conscious partnership. Professionals who stop reacting at work and start leading with grounded clarity. Coaches, creatives, and space holders who stop fawning and people-pleasing and playing small and start holding their power with love and precision. I've seen business owners resource their nervous systems so leadership becomes sustainable, magnetic, and real. Because when you change, every relationship around you changes too. That's what this work does. It's not about fixing them. It's about becoming you, fully, fiercely, unapologetically, and that changes everything. I've won awards. I've written books. I run retreats all around the world. But none of that matters as much as this. My clients stop tolerating bullshit, their own and other people's. They stop pretending and they start relating from truth. One client hadn't had sex with her husband in over a year. She felt broken. She felt burnt out, overwhelmed, shut down, disconnected. 3 months in, she was having the best sex of her life. And not just good wife sex, real, embodied, fuck yes sex. Another couldn't say no to her mother and everyone else. She thought loving meant being compliant, being the good girl and doing what she was told. Now she holds boundaries like a boss, right? With clarity and compassion. This isn't just a relationship program. It's a reclamation of self. It's a revolutionary relationship technology, and I can't wait for you to get it because it changes everything. Let's be honest. You already know this way of being in the world isn't sustainable. The pretending, the peacemaking, the people-pleasing, the reaction, the resistance, the emotional editing, the shame hangovers, the guilt. If you're ready to stop managing relationships and start living fully inside them, raw, real, resourced, and powerful, then let's fucking go. Click below. This isn't a course. This is a recalibration because your relationships don't need a new strategy. They need a new you. Join the next free masterclass. Book in a call. Get inside the mastermind. Whatever your next step is, take it. Because your relationships don't change by accident. They change when you do. The next version of you, the one who knows how to hold themselves in conflict, who can attract nourishing love, is not far from here. They're just waiting on the other side of a single yes. Don't wait for someone else to change so you can feel better. That's old world shit. We're not doing that anymore. This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about claiming yourself. Because the moment you stop pointing the finger out there, you unlock the power to change everything in here. You don't need to fix yourself. You just need to remember who the fuck you are. A human being with wisdom and fire and love deep in your bones. The world doesn't need more perfect parents or perfect partners, perfect leaders, sons, daughters, friends. It needs more present ones, more internally anchored, self-responsible, soul-led humans who know how to own their shit without collapsing into it. People who relate from wholeness, not performance. People whose integrity ripples out from their nervous system, their choices, their fucking presence. That's the work, and that's what the world is begging for. One bold, awake, regulated human at a time. And that starts here. Not by changing them, but by coming home to you. Because it's not about them. It's about you. And that is your superpower.